You ready to die some more? Great!
Oh boy. It's finally time. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we are off for the finale of the Hat in Time Seal the Deal's Death Wishes. And seal the deal as a whole, finally. Because we are 3 stamps away, providing that DLC 2 isn't active. 3 stamps away from finishing all of the Death Wishes. You need 70 and all EX bosses defeated in order to, you guessed it, seal the deal. And there is a reward for beating this one. Now, of course, this may not be the last one that you would do, although most of the bosses are near the end of the whole thing. Now, good luck, you have 3 chances. You have to fight not all of the EX bosses, but there are some of the EX bosses. It's a little bit odd. The order's also jumbled around a bit. Let me get into that for a second. So, you have the EX Mafia boss, and you also have the EX, well, I say EX Director, but it's basically both of them, because killing 2 birds is actually killing 2 birds EX, because you don't fight both of them normally. You have the EX Snatcher, you have the EX Mustache Girl, so you have those bunch, and it's in this order. It's the Mafia boss, killing 2 birds, then it's normal bad guys, which is the EX MU. But then we have a 4th one at the end, which is EX Snatcher, because of course it is. We're going to have to finish off punching that purple blob to his black and purple and blue, I guess. But that's not exactly true. Not only that, but have you not noticed something while we've been going through the Death Wishes? I haven't been able to actually, no matter how hard I try, even during practice before doing the entirety of the Seal the Deal DLC, the Death Wishes, and even before I record the very episode, I try my best and I can't get a single one of those EX bosses without Peace and Tranquility. How the hell am I supposed to get through this without losing all 3 lives to start back at the beginning, while either, one at a time that is, doing it without hats, or with at least more than 1 hit left? Even with Peace and Tranquility, it's easy to die if you get reckless. And I'm not trying to be reckless by any means, but I cannot do this, and I know for a fact I'm not going to get further than the 2 birds, because we know how janky the 2 birds are, and we've literally just done EX Mustache Girl, which we've got to do again, and that's not even the end of this. We've still got Snatchy Boy at the end. So, yeah, this is a definite Peace and Tranquility, but I've got to die at least 3 times, which is, funnily enough, a life. But, you know what? It's what it is, and this is getting Peace and Tranquility, but don't worry, Crab Bar will show us how it's done, because this is the only other Death Wish left to do. And we are 109%, this is our last percentage, and it's also our last reward. We gotta get this. And, once we have all 111 stamps, we will have our final achievement that came alongside DLC 1. I refuse to die. Because I surely will be. So, it's going to be a failure montage yet again when we're actually doing this, so keep that in mind. Even with Peace and Tranquility, that's a thing. Also, I am dressed for the occasion. I am Matsusuki because this is the Death Wishes, this is a nightmare, and I am equipped with a great fairy sword for this, so we have the best abilities, while not being overwhelmed by the powers of a deity. That was a terrible jumping placement. I'll see you guys when I inevitably lose my mind. Oh my god, first try! Why could that not have happened the first time I was doing this? I mean, not first time doing Seal the Deal, but first time doing, you know, this very boss as its own separate thing. That was first goddamn try. I've probably left that entire thing in. But you know what that means, right? Our health carries over. And if we respawn, the lives, I believe, once again, don't follow the laws of, you know, what lives should do. Respawn you at full health, not the health you entered with. And this is, you know, the two birds, so... Excuse me! It happened again! I landed on him and it didn't count. He just bounced while he was doing an attack of where you would normally be able to hit them. Cheeky! Unfair! What? Excuse me? What the hell happened there? I kind of teleported up above him and the attack failed. Okay. What knocked me backwards? Excuse me? I couldn't even see the band following behind me. I didn't even get hit by the light. I was out of the shadow. Hello? What was that jank at the very end? I was at the very end on the first try as well. That was the very first life I lost. Well, I've definitely gotten better, I'll say that. But at the same time, that could also have been luck. And my luck literally collapsed upon itself and went from one extreme to the next. Because that did not feel fair. And I'm already dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just respawned with 2 hits. I lost that so quickly. Yeah, last chance, because if I die I have to go back to the Mafia boss, and that's why... Yeah, I start with 2 hits, which again, the life system doesn't even function like a proper life system. Even by the game's own standards, which again, I do not like, and that's justification enough just to have peace and tranquility on, because as... I mean, even if it wasn't peace and tranquility giving me regeneration, I should respawn with full health. That's how lives work. If I can't do it with 2 hits, why would it make sense that I'll be able to not do it with less? That is why I peace and tranquility. Not because I can't do it, it's because it's already unfair. And there's Stu going off in the back. I can never have peace and tranquility without something happening in the background, can I? Last time I did it in Battle of the Birds, the bomb was still on me. And they're still gloating in the background. Peace and tranquility, my arse. Not allowed to have peace during the tranquilness. I can't even English right. Alright, see you back when I get here. This is when the failure truly begins, because that was all in one run. And then it all fell apart, because jank. You know, even with peace and tranquility, I'm actually pretty decent at the EX Mafia boss now. Doesn't help that the others jank. And again, going back to peace and tranquility, it's not like that, well, I'm going to have to peace and tranquility anyway, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do this without reaching more than 1 hit left. Or doing it without hats, because I'm using the time stop hat to try and give myself a better chance at dodging things. I'm still getting destroyed. So, yeah, I'm going to have to peace and tranquility regardless. What? Excuse me! I home attacked him and I just bounced off him like the home attack didn't go off. But I clearly zoomed into him. Even with peace and tranquility, it still breaks. Whoa! What did the camera just do there? Wait, what? What? What the hell did the camera just do? I didn't even use my time stop hat. Why did it just slow down for a second? Why did it do like a double... What? I was about to say... Oh, the conductor died. What? And how did he die? What's going on here? What killed him? I was on the opposite side of the stage. What? The camera did two 360s, then it went slowing down because the conductor somehow killed himself, and then when I was reacting to that, when I was on the opposite side of the stage, the DJ Groove somehow killed himself as well? They killed themselves! I was not a part of that! I was within the shambles! What did I do? What did they do? Because the camera did a double 360, I didn't see how either of them died. What hit them? Oh, air free. This isn't even the problems I had during killing two birds, and yet, because it's a completely different Death Wish, even though this segment is the exact same as a different Death Wish. New ways of breakage. It is unbelievable. And it's stuff like this that makes me peace and tranquility. Because what the heck happened there? Which is ironic, because I probably would have actually won with more time on the timer to get one of the stamps on the original Killing Two Birds if that happened. Still, what the hell happened? I'm still reeling from that. I don't even know how much of a montage this has been so far, because all I did was get back to where I was on Two Birds, and that happened. I didn't even die. I didn't take that much damage, funnily enough. That just happened, and that's how it finished. My brain is just scrambled, like the time stream is now with this going on.
Excuse me.
Always have to tie my jokes in somehow. I couldn't lunge! For some reason, I was just crouching on the floor. What was going on there? What was going on there? Are you serious? I thought I was going to get comboed to death during Peace and Tranquility there, because I just couldn't move. And you would normally have regeneration during this part of the battle as well. Which, obviously, with Peace and Tranquility, you get it just a little bit faster at this stage of the battle, because it stacks. Oh my lord, I cannot move! Stop! I'm actually going to die! I actually got hit by something that I couldn't see, because everything was in the way. Wow! And lives still count, by the way. Even in Peace and Tranquility. So even if you can't do it Peace and Tranquility, you've got to go back to the start. I couldn't even see that! How was that fair? I would have died there if the... Hang on. No! 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 Come on, really? Oh boy, that was actually quite annoying even with PNT, unlike the mission we just did in the last episode for some reason, even though it is a little bit shorter. I think it's because of the pressure on having to redo it all, even if you're doing Peace and Tranquility, it doesn't get rid of the lives. You still only have 3 chances. Now, this looks like it is the finish, but we still have one boss left. And as I said, it's Snatcher. And of course, it has to tease us with not only the ominous music playing and weird blue stuff around, but oh look, it's a single piece, even though we just grabbed a big old ball. They should have swapped the pieces around, to be perfectly honest. But we only have 1 life to our name. If I die here, I've got to do the whole lot again. And even though I've only had to restart it once, and that's when I P&T'd, I'm already half an hour in a recording. It takes that long just to get this far. So, yeah, that sounds fun. And by the way, no hats in this, so you're not going to be able to use any hats during this particular phase, so it doesn't matter what we have equipped. Bloody hell, what's with all this blue? Let's swing in style, but before we hop in, I'm ready for you, Snatchy boy.
Wait up, kid. Remember how the old contractor had his head popped off? That wasn't a coincidence. It popped off the moment he stopped being useful to me. And guess who else just became obsolete? That's right. And all those contracts of yours are tidied away. I don't need you around.
Now, he's not only just rainbow here, but all that blue stuff surrounding the stage as well, that's not just for show. And he means what he says here this time.
Time you saw what I'm really capable of, kid. Say goodbye to that little head of yours.
This is Snatcher EX, but he also has some of Moustache Girl's abilities. Yeah. So he has shockwaves coming out of his attacks like he usually does, just like he used to in his own battle. But now we've got studio lights dropping, we've got timepieces raining down from above along with the potions, as you can see with the purple being mixed in there. So that's fun. So even more stuff to dodge. I've already taken 2 hits before even getting to the point where I can hit him, because he still has to go through the dialogue on which he had to during his own battle, which is stupid. You can't even camp in the same spot because things are falling all around you while you're dodging shockwaves, while you're dodging all of his usual shenanigans. It's too much on top. And if you die here, this is basically Snatcher EX Plus. And if you die here, good bloody luck on getting back here, because you will get sick of this. Well, I didn't know what to do there. And if I die here, I'm going to have to go through the whole entire boss rush again. There was no way on me avoiding that. That was tracking me. I couldn't avoid that at all. That's fair. I'm chucking that before I get hit. I just got to hope that the P&T's regeneration will keep me going. Now when he pops out of the ground while doing this, not only is his own potions going around, he also shoots buzzsaws at you. He's literally using every other character's moveset alongside his own EX mode. It's a bit too much. But it's Snatcher, it's his death wishes. You've done them all up to this point. This is the final challenge, and to be honest, it's not fair. And I think that's the whole entire point. Good bloody luck trying to do this. I can't. I don't expect you to. I would not blame you if you wanted just peace and tranquility just to get it over and done with. I cannot do this. And of course, I couldn't lunge! Again, I couldn't lunge! I got comboed because I couldn't lunge! Excuse you, I was crouching while trying to move. That is cheap. And if that was the finishing touch right there, that would have been... fists flying, man. I don't need that kind of shenanigans when the boss is like 5 times as difficult as when he usually is. I mean, good lord. Give me that potion. I'm chucking it. There we are, I got it. As soon as I was just saying that, oh yeah, this is how it is, it's like... something happens, of course. It's like... the basic physics of the game that's not even tied to the boss itself is what screws me over. It just decides, no, you can't dash or lunge anymore. You're just going to have to get comboed because you can't move fast enough. Because you're not even allowed your hats. Because that's fair. And I'm done. No, I'm not done. Okay, I've got a bit of regeneration there. Well, I couldn't dodge that. I couldn't lunge again! What the hell? My commentary was all over the place there, because it's like, oh yeah, I'm talking about the problem that is not part of the boss, and it happened again, and that's how I die. Fists are flying now, I'm mad. Now I've got to do all this shit again, because I wasn't allowed to, you know, move and do that. That's fair. That's fair. I was jumping, and I got dragged down, and then I got squished. I'm pressing the jump button, excuse me. What the? Oh, I don't believe this. Get up there. I got hit by the bit that you're supposed to stand in. The bit that's not supposed to hurt you. Even now, shenanigans. It's supposed to bounce me away. Why is it not doing that now? Hello? And you landed there just to land on me. What? Hello? Home attack again? Fail? I actually got hurt because of that. I was supposed to hurt them, not me. I heard the bling and everything. What? Excuse me? No shield, I home attacked when it went bang and I just pinked off like the shield was still there. The hell happened there? Why do I keep finding these weird things consistently throughout the death wishes? It doesn't make the death wishes any better than what they're supposed to be. When weird shit keeps happening on a consistent level. And that's what makes me not like them. They just keep breaking on me. And that's not fair.
Moments later.
15 to 20 minutes later, I'm not entirely too sure how long because I didn't actually check to see what time I actually did lose. Obviously you would know in editing with a SpongeBob title card, but yes, we're finally back here, we can try again. Just to get back to this point, it's so annoying. Why did I not wait until my health was full before I hopped in? I don't know. Like we need shockwaves and things falling on our heads so I can literally just not land anywhere. I'm actually going to die before I even get any further. There's so much stuff, even while running the game at a little bit of a lower quality than I usually do, because I know how intense this can be, the game's still lagging. The game is still dropping frames. This is ridiculous. Pick that up and chuck it. Oh, thank you. There's not really much else for me to say. These are the same attacks as we've seen before, but there's just more RNG rubbish. Literally, everything that drops from the ceiling, or the sky, I guess, I got stuck by the ball. Literally, every move has got some form of RNG popped into it. You've got 5 sword blades from where he pops up facing you. That's not really RNG, but because of the shockwaves and where he pops out to begin with, because when he pops out you make shockwaves as well, that can add to the RNG. And then when he's obviously like doing his popping out of the areas with the bottles flying down, and then the timepieces are flying down, and then what the No! Don't make me lose an opportunity to hit him like that! It's just so much RNG on top of what was already very RNG based. And I do not know how I didn't get hit there by jumping, but I somehow found a way to do it. I have those moments where I just don't know how I dodge something, but then I get hit anyway, so it just didn't matter, because invincibility frames would have made me dodge the thing I did originally I did get hit by shortly afterwards. It's kind of ironic when you think about it. Right. I'm trying to dodge in and out there, but the lights kept predicting my movement, and I didn't know where to go. I'm still surprised, again, I didn't get hit, but Yep, I couldn't jump there. I landed on the thing. Chuck the bottle! Jesus! I kept landing on the bottle, then I was trying to pick it up. It wasn't picking it up, and then it weren't chucking it. I was mashing B at that point in desperation. And it just was not listening to my commands. No! No! I swear to... Of course, the final hit, you had to be a dickbag. The final hit, you had to be a dickbag. Why was I... Am I over my attacks phasing through you? Hello? Screw that! Of course we have to end on a sour note. Give me these. Slam dunking these. In your face, Snatcher. I face for the ground. I'm out of here. And that is Crab Bar's one run, getting all 3 stamps on Seal the Deal. Not the final video that he did, but in the order that we did them anyway. That's how it was. And he deserves to be as smug as he wants to be. And become the Tasmanian Devil. Please check the video in the description to see it in its 1080p unedited 60 frames per second glory. Thank you again. Finally!
What? You're not dead? This book was useless, Archie. Sue! You completed all my contracts, but somehow you're still alive to pester me. Thanks, I guess. Really, that's just great. Congratulations! Huh? You want a reward? Look, kid, we've done this before. You really need to learn to negotiate up front. I get the feeling you're not going to leave me alone unless I hand over something. It's always about you, huh? You know, you weren't even supposed to make it this far. They should be picking out flowers for you right now. So I guess we can't always get what we want. Now there. At least you have the feeling you achieved something. You earned it. If it wasn't clear, our business is concluded. Go bother someone else, kiddo.
That's all that you have to show, other than having 110% on your file. If you get all 111, or if you have DLC 2, 114 stamps. However, as I said, on the PC version, you do get the I Refuse to Die achievement. And in that particular case, as we have finished, we technically do get a reward. We have the Shadow Puppet, which is kind of how I feel right now. Kind of dead after going through all them. Because this dude's a mug and a half. Although I do like the swirl on the on Hatkid's ponytail. This is nice and ethereal. Makes sense considering that you just beat the Snatcher for like the 4th time throughout the Death Wishes themselves. Yeah, I think the Snatcher is actually the second most used mission, act, whatever, other than Mafia's jumps. Why was there so many levels that were based off of one level? And why are most of them so broken? I want to know. So, that is finally all of the Death Wishes. And that means that is all that DLC 1 Seal the Deal has to offer. A challenging, chill-ish level with a bit of a tongue-in-cheek reference to the Titanic and a whole lot of pain. But that is how you get your completion star back, plus an additional, because now, by getting all 46 timepieces, as I said before, that brings us back to 100%, and by getting all of the Snatcher stamps, all the Death Wishes, if I go to like another file that only has 2, yep, this might, the backup file, for example, from 2 episodes ago, actually, because I did both of these one after another. As you can see, we now have 110%, and we have 3 stars. Once again, 1 for 100%, 1 for 110% with all 111 stamps from the Death Wishes, and for doing, well, getting 30 mod Rift tokens / timepieces in mods. So we are finally back to what we're supposed to be and more. So yeah, I think we're actually going to be leaving off on this screen of just Hatkid looking dead. Because that is the perfect analogy for my feelings on the Death Wishes. So, We are finally done! We've got Yakuza Metro coming up at some point. Don't know when. I'll probably be doing more mods in between, as well as another project probably in between as well, because I am burnt out, effectively. So, I don't think you can blame me for that. Now, I didn't want to do the Death Wishes, but I was already doing this game as a 100% walkthrough right before DLC 1 was actually released. In fact, we finished the main LP right before we finished the main game, as well as the co-op video, as well as mods before they got disabled, right before Seal the Deal was released. It literally was like 24 hours, maybe less, and that was good timing on my part, but at the same time, they announced DLC 1 halfway through the main project, and, you know, I was going for 100% at the time, I put a lot of effort into it, and then came the Death Wishes, and it began to feel like an obligation, but at the same time, it's like I wanted to make it the best I could be, because that's how I did the Let's Play to begin with, and there's nothing wrong with the Yakuza Metro DLC. It's literally just the Death Wishes I have a problem with. It's not my kind of style of missions, and they pretty much went in the similar missions to how Comet Stars are in Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, and maybe even the Green Stars in Galaxy 2. It's like, they went for like a kind of thing like that where you're doing remixed levels, but the amount of problems I bumped into, and this is a year later, after the DLC even launched and a bunch of patches and fixes came out. Moustache Gauntlet, you were supposed to have 3 lives going through it. If you lose all 3 lives, because there are checkpoints, you go back to the beginning of the level. Thankfully that was removed, but still, those crows have a weird hitbox. And the other problems that I've had, Crabbar himself has said that the wall climbing has gotten a bit janky due to a recent update. I don't know how long ago, but it definitely happened during the project because, well, for Death Wishes anyway, because it really didn't start messing me up until, well, the wound up windmill took the cake, but even he had trouble doing it on his live stream. This is one of my favourite games as well. That's why I wanted to put so much effort into it, and I wasn't going to let the Death Wishes stop me from, like, covering this entire game as a whole, like, complete 100% with all the achievements, all of the tokens and stuff like that. Hell, we've been doing every challenge road as well in the Hats Off to You series, because they are mods. It's a mod showcase. We still got every single trophy, so we've been on the ball, and I don't plan on stopping doing mods anytime soon, because I don't have to know what I'm doing. So it's like, it's fun. That's just pure fun. It's pure platforming goodness. And we still got a few of them that I promised to make mention. I know that this is going on quite a bit, but we are at the end of this DLC pack. We've got Yakuza Metro next, and that is a way better DLC than Seal the Deal. And because we've been playing this game on PC, Online Party is exclusive to PC, sadly. The Switch does not have that, but that's because on how Online Party was done. It was done through Steam, and that's how it handles it. Steam handles it, not the game, and not your hardware, so. But that's a discussion for another time, obviously, because we've got to cover that as well. So, I am glad that I've completed Seal the Deal. I mean, obviously, Crabbar, I needed assistance. I humbly thank you in your skill, and I'm glad I reached out to you to help out with this part of the project, because I knew my skill wasn't good enough. And even then, the game loves to break on me, and it just happens to happen on the part where it's increased difficulty on top of artificial difficulty, which makes it an unfair and unpleasant time. So, your opinions may differ for Death Wish. It's a strong word, I hate them. I actually began to hate them more than Ocarina of Time Chaos Edition, and that was a journey. 3 years worth. So, yeah, you can understand where I'm coming from, since I've dealt with shit like that. But anyway, I've been going on for a bit at the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed this up to the hell of in the entirety of the Hat in Time, and hats off to you so far. We've got a few more mods before we take a little bit of a breather, where we just, you know, do the challenge roads whenever they come. Obviously, got other projects that I want to get on with. Yakuza Metro will happen. Don't worry, it will happen. And I'm not doing any Death Wish mods. Just saying. And as I've said already, it messes up with it actually adds them to the total, and therefore it makes the 110% further to get to. Install a mod with a Death Wish, and your percentage goes down, because you don't have them all. And I'm not a fan of that, so I'm not doing any Death Wish ones unless they're fair, and they're not buggy, so that's selective. I'm babbling. I'll see you guys next time for when we, you know, commit some cat crime. See you guys then.